Okay guys, finally have a voice back, so let's go on with our next herb. Today I want to talk about Skullcap. Skullcap has lots of names. Some people call it, there's Chinese Skullcap, there's Bakial Skullcap, there's American Skullcap. There's also this one here. I'm going to put it up. I'm not even going to try because I don't want to listen to y'all talk about my accent and how I'm saying it wrong. Skullcap used to be known also as dogweed. They stopped doing that. It was known as dogweed mainly because it settlers used to think it was effective against rabies. It's been proved that it's not. But yeah, so Skullcap, let's talk a little bit about it. Okay, so I want to show a couple of pictures here just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. It's a drawing and then a little picture of it. So as you can see, like the flowers, they're beautiful. They're purple, they're pink, they're blue, but they kind of have like the little top that kind of comes over in the little claw. Back then they used to think that it looked like the metal helmets, the war helmets, and that's where the name Skullcap came from. It's just that the flower looked like the little skull hats that they used to wear. Skullcap is actually part of the mint family, and it's been known to help with treating nerves. It's really good, been used for anxiety, insomnia, someone who's going through withdrawals, PMS, fever. It's full of antioxidants, so it's one of those really good kind of calming plants to take. It has mild sedatives, it helps with throat infections, reduces small amounts of inflammation. It's not like my go-to for inflammation, but it is a really good one for all over when you have inflammation, because it does help with the nerve calming and everything as well. So Skullcap, it's grown kind of in marshy areas. It's found in Canada, northern and eastern parts of the U.S., and Southeast Asia, China. Over in China, it's known as Hongquan, is another name that it's known for. There's so many names for this plant that it's just unbelievable. But so there is some nutritional benefits as well to Skullcap. We'll get to that in part 2. Okay, part 2 of Skullcap. So the nutritional benefits of Skullcap, it has a lot of tannins. It has bitters, it has resin, iron, calcium, magnesium, a lot of flavonoids. So Skullcap is one of those that it has quite a bit of nutritional value as well. So when we get into suggested dosage, always, it's depending on who refers it to you. Do your research depending on what you're taking it for. Normally the dried herb, like the average, is if you take 1 to 2 grams 3 times a day. If you're going to drink it in a tea, it's 5 to 10 milliliters of the dried herb, steep for 10 to 15 minutes, and you can do that 2 to 4 times a day as well. Now, like everything else, Skullcap has side effects. So what Skullcap does is it can help slow down your central nervous system. So if you are having to have surgery to where you have to take anesthesia, anything like that, you're going to want to stop taking all Skullcap 2 weeks before, because Skullcap does interfere with any medication that has that kind of nervous system thing. So depressants, it can interfere with that. It can cause sleepiness. It can cause slow breathing. So just a few other ones that it can interfere with are anticonvulsants, barbiturates, benzodiazepines. I know I said it wrong. Don't come at me. I've already talked about. This is how I talk. If you don't like it, scroll away. Drugs that treat insomnia already, it can interfere with those. Sonata, Lunesta, those kind of things. It can also interfere with your antidepressants, and it also interferes when you drink alcohol. So any herb that has sedative qualities can interact with Skullcap. So it can actually make you a lot more tired, slow down your breathing, lower your blood pressure, which can be good things, but it does need to be monitored. So I'm going to show you a couple of pictures, and then as always, I'm going to go over the sheet so that you can write it down. Just remember, if you want to keep up with us in your journal, it has the pages and it breaks it down just exactly as I do the classes here. You can find this on our website or on Amazon. Okay, part 3 of Skullcap. Get ready to pause so you can go over. It's going to give you all of the exact names and everything, and I will show you what I've written down for our book. So here's the first page, and just so you can have it, here's a picture. I took a Skullcap, and here is a drawing that I've taken of it. And here is that word that I did not even bother to try and pronounce. And then let's go. Here is our page 2 with the suggested dosages. So hope that helps. That's Skullcap, and we'll be doing more herbs. So don't forget to like, follow, share, and comment.